Well, I remember that I had a very nice childhood in Frankenwinheim. I never thought very much about what was taking place. I was a natural, very young person with friends. I went to school. I enjoyed my time in Frankenwinheim until 1938.
Wer ist das?
Das ist Armin.
Armin. Das ist ja der Ältere.
Das ist der Ältere. Ich vermute nämlich, dass der Howard gar nichts mehr in der Schule gegangen ist.
Nee, ist er auch nicht.
Der ist ja mit 6 hier weg.
Ja.
Und
das konnte man in seiner Entstehungsakte sehen.
Ja.
Wurde abgelehnt, so nach dem Motto, er ist ja gar nicht. Das ist ja praktisch. Ist das Haus?
Nee, das Haus hier?
Ja.
So, der Anbau. Nee, der Anbau ist hier schon. Also das ist die Ortsansicht von 1929. Kurz bevor sie also emigriert sind. So hat das Dorf ausgeschaut.
Guck mal, das ist das Haus, ne, wo sie gewohnt haben.
In beiden. Also zuerst
okay.
hatten sie hier gewohnt.
Ach so.
Hier stehen wir gerade.
Ja.
Diese 2 Häuser sind abgerissen. Also das linke Haus ist quasi hier im Anschluss an den Garten.
Ja.
Man kann es ja genau nachvollziehen. 1933, 34 haben sie hier gewohnt. Und dann sind sie quasi in dieses Haus umgezogen. Das ist quasi hier hoch, die Straße.
Diese Wand, diese Natursteinwand.
Ist hier, vermute ich.
Ach so.
Ist dieses Haus. Das Haus hat der Armin gestern gesagt.
Wow. There's Armin. Yeah. And Armin is right. Where is he in this picture? I don't believe we found him in this picture yet. I don't think so.
Yeah, I think.
No, it's not.
Norbert and Fanny, no?
Yeah, that's fine.
That's Armin.
If you look at the forehead, Norbert,
me.
it's like my...
When I was preschool, here, okay? And
Who's that?
young lady right here is right here in the same picture. So this is me, this is her sister.
Anna.
This is her sister.
Is that right? I thought that was you.
We're here to just memorize everybody who's lost.
We're here to memorialize all the people that are not here and setting the stumbling stones. Very historic moment.
You are born here?
Die waren alle nicht.
Aber
Ich war in der Hospital, hier in der Hospital, in Würzburg.
ja. Und hier habt ihr
Und
gewohnt?
da haben wir gewohnt hier,
Ja.
next to the Schule.
Ja.
Die Mutter war eine geborene Kissinger. Die Mutter
Meine
Fanny.
Mutter, meine Mutter war geboren Henrys Großvater und mein Großvater waren Brüder.
Oh ja. Ganz nah zusammen.
Nice to see you. Let me ask you, you have cousins in Cleveland.
Yes.
Das ist gut. Grüß.
Sehr geehrte Familie Guggenheim, Ich darf Sie ganz herzlich in Frankenwinheim begrüßen und freue mich, dass Sie den weiten Weg aus den USA angereist sind, um der Stolpersteinverlegung für Ihre Familie beizuwohnen. Vor fast einem Jahr habe ich das erste Mal Kontakt per E-Mail zu Armin Guggenheim aufgenommen und in der Folge ihn zu der Stolpersteinverlegung eingeladen. Wahrscheinlich auch durch die positive Fürsprache von Werner Gottlieb haben Armin und Howard Guggenheim Vertrauen gefasst und sich zu dieser Reise entschlossen. Wir fühlen uns sehr geehrt, dass Sie diese beschwerliche Reise auf sich genommen haben und in die Gemeinde Ihrer Kindheit zurückgekehrt sind. Stolpersteine ist ein Projekt des 1947 in Berlin geborenen Aktionskünstlers Gunter Demnig. Das Motto von Gunter Demnig ist: ein Mensch, ein Stein, ein Schicksal. Jedes Opfer erhält seinen eigenen Stein. Gunter Demnig sagt: Unsere Voraussetzung für die Verlegung von Stolpersteinen ist, dass im Gedenken die Familien wieder zusammengeführt werden. Daher werden auch überlebende Familienangehörige an der entsprechenden Adresse einbezogen und erhalten einen Stolperstein.
Around the year 1850, Gallingen was a remarkable place. Population consisted of 910 Christians and 913 Jews. Till the turn of the century, the Jewish population decreased because a lot of people left the city.
Die Eltern Nehemias und Fanny Guggenheim verzogen am 21. Mai 1939 mit dem Ziel Mainz, wo die Schwestern Gretchen Braunold lebte, und flohen von dort aus in die USA. Über die Details werden die beiden Brüder Armin und Helmut Gottlieb berichten. Alle Schwestern von Fanny wurden mit ihren Familien deportiert und umgebracht. Die genauen Umstände sind unbekannt.
Danke vielmals für was Frankenwinheim hat getan. Not only our families are here, but our parents, Norbert and Fanny Guggenheim, our aunts, Betty Proskauer and Julius Hanover Münden, Gertrude Kissinger Braunhold of Mainz, and Henny Kissinger of Schweinfurt, our two uncles, Julius Proskauer and Max Braunold, and their son Walter, our uncle Meyer Kissinger, our grandparents Joseph and Ida Kissinger, and our aunt Elsa from Geilingen. This was their town, their neighborhood. Germany was our country. My family spent many happy days here, and my family was in Germany for over 200 years. We enjoyed a good life here until 1938. In March of 1938, there was the Anschluss of Austria. I have a lot of memories of that day. My brother and I and all Jewish students were immediately expelled from school. Our parents knew life was changing for them. Anti-Semitism was rampant in Germany. And that night, we were sleeping in our bedroom in the synagogue. About 10:30 that night, we heard a mob coming to the synagogue. Their torches flickered off our bedroom walls. They tried to ram down that door with a heavy log. Many synagogues were burnt down that night. We were very lucky that that door never came apart. If they had gotten into the synagogue, we would not be here. The synagogue would have been burned like so many other synagogues throughout Germany. My father was taken to Dachau that night. A few days after that night, my parents took us to Geilingen. We landed in New York with one suitcase, no job opportunities. We were lucky to escape Germany. Our entire family was exterminated in the gas chambers of Auschwitz, Treblinka, and Theresienstadt.
I find it with mixed emotion that I'm here again in Franconia. In order for you to understand my memories and my feelings towards what happened to us, I ask that you try to recall memories from when you were very young, from when you were 4, 5, and 6. The memories that resurfaced are nothing more than highlights, transient snapshots from the past, but these highlights are significant. They color our feelings about particulars, people, places, and things. And I derive my feelings about this town and this country in the 1930s from the transient but still lucid memories. Unlock with me when I left here when I was 6 years old. I want to share with you what I remember. I vividly remember a wonderful Sabbath dinner we had in our backyard, which was, excuse me, which was adjacent to the synagogue, enjoying our meals and visiting neighbors. Everything changed the night of November 9th, 1938. Kristallnacht. It will never leave my mind, lying in bed upstairs of the synagogue, hearing the commotion of the men outside, and finally seeing the bricks they come through the window, breaking the glass that shattered on me as a boy. As I lay below, I was only 6 years old when this happened. Not a good memory. Soon after, the Jewish men who had been rounded up by the Nazis were forced to take the prayer books and Torah scrolls to the square and watch them burn. The smell of the burning parchment will never leave me. And I was just 6 years old at that time. Not a good memory. Our father was taken to a jail without explanation and held there for a short time. He was released because of an illness. He caught a cold, and he was told that he would be picked up once he recovered to be taken to a concentration camp. Not a good memory. I recall shopping with my mother in a neighboring town, Lülsfeld or Gerolzhofen, when we saw the Nazis down the street heading our way. My mother and I rushed into a home, had the family escort us out the backyard to avoid being accosted by the Nazis. It was a frightening experience that I still remember. I was only 6 years old, and not a good memory. My parents contacted relatives in the United States and made provisions for us to all move there. It took approximately a year or two before we were able to migrate. And this all happened when I was just 6 years old. These are the things which I remember. It's a real tragedy to have witnessed what took place during the terrible time in history. Germany, Poland, Hungary, etc. lost 6 million Jews and many thousands of the other innocent people. An entire generation of scholars, scientists, and politicians. Yes, Germany lost a lot. This will never be forgotten and will never happen again. As I look around the crowd here, it is likely that there are no more than 3 individuals who were there to witness the atrocity caused by Hitler. Anyone born after the end of the war has only heard about and read about the Holocaust. This is why it is so important that our family is here again to learn, listen, and discuss so that they can tell the stories as my brother and I witnessed them. Thank you. I also would like to introduce my children and grandchildren, Daniel and Jimmy Guggenheim. Raise your hand.
Yeah.
And 3 grandchildren with Jeffrey, Andrew, and Julian. Thank you very much. And before I conclude this, again, Stefan, thank you so much for the effort and all the work you've done to do this. Appreciate it. That was our house right there where the garden is.
And in the red house there was Willy Brunner.
Into Germany from the US.
Who was Rosa? Rosa lived.
And there was nothing.
We're lunch. And the people that went to the temple
Maybe his parents were
go
out.
straight ahead and stop by and visit with us.
Right. So that fence wasn't there, wasn't there. That was your backyard.
Okay. Now the Guggenheim drop off.
Wait.
Not so much to wait. Okay, all cheese. Once more again.